So it's already 2 weeks ago that I painted the calipers, but I need to wait for some parts, so yeah, that was a bit of a problem, so we couldn't go on with the brake upgrade. But now I have the parts and it's time to install everything. I will jack up the car and then we can get started. So these are all the new parts. So we have an old disc like this one. So you can see that it is a solid brake disc and it's quite little. Because I will take off this entire brake caliper and its carrier, we only need to loosen 2 bolts. So this one and this one we need to loosen up, and then we can disconnect the whole brake caliper and the carrier. Then I loosen up the brake lines, so we only need to screw them in. That should be quite easy. I will use a hose clamp like this one for that, so the brake fluid will not all the brake fluid will piss out, and I need to change everything. So that's what I'm going to do. So loosen those 2 up, and then this one, then it should be good. Those are 15s. This is a 14, I believe, otherwise I will correct it in the video. But yeah, that's it for now. I won't take out the bolts completely, because if I do that, I think it will be a pain in the ass to remove the brake line. So let's take out that one first. Before installing these ones, I will use some copper spray that I have laying around to lubricate the edges where the pads will go. Now we can mount them on the hub. So with the same 2 bolts I removed, we will now put the carrier back on the hub, and then can we put the brake pads in. But first we need to install the brake disc, so let's do that first. If you don't have the screw that broke off here, you can use a bolt, lug nut, to secure the brake disc in its place, so it will not wobble around. So I need to tidy up those bolts in the back, but let's put the brake pads in. So 2 brake pads, don't matter which side you put them, just one. Let's take a look. I think yes, like that. It is easier to take the whole caliper off, but I'm a little lazy and don't like to do that. So let's put the second one in and then show you the end result. So the disc is in and the caliper is in. But that's how it looks. I will torque the bolts up a little later. Oh, see one big problem. This should be inside, so I will need to take it off again and then reinstall it. But that's a minor thing. This is the look we will achieve. I still need I will still need to bleed the brakes, but that I will do when my girlfriend is back. She will do that at the end of the week when she's done working and we have some time together. Then we can bleed the brakes and it's all finished. Now we are on the other side. I already test fitted these ones, so that the other side did go a little more easier. But while fitting them I didn't use copper grease and I didn't attach the brake line. So that's what I'm going to do now. I gonna take the whole caliper off because then it's easier to get some copper grease on those boys and to put on the brake line. This is the 13-inch original wheel for a Mark 1 GTI, but they won't fit over the calipers anymore. Like you can see, the centers don't line up anymore, and yes, that's quite a problem. So I bought other wheels. So I bought these 15-inch MSW wheels. The tires that are currently on them are 20 years old, so they need to be replaced. But they have already a Volkswagen logo in there, so that's a nice feature. This is the end result. As you can see, the car is on the ground, or more or less. So a little bit of wheel gap still left, but that will be solved as well. And then my new brakes and new wheels installed. I think it's pretty nice. You can see the discs and brake calipers through the wheels, but I don't think they stand out that much. That's also not what I wanted. So the best of both worlds. Great performance and great looks, I think. So that was it for today. that was it for today. So the brakes are installed. Next time we will take a look at the suspension in the back, because that one is a little broken. I will tell you the backstory, why it is broken and why it's in that shape, and then I will tell you what solution I have or what the future will bring for the car. So suspension wise, there will be a lot of changes, some of them more recent than others, but if you want to know that, I will say subscribe so you know what I will do on this car. To know everything about the price, you can see what it cost in the description. I put everything there for the part numbers and the whole calculation. So guys, see you next time.